By continuing with this program, you have therefore agreed to take zero offence to what is being said. After all, it is called Don't Get Offended. Duh. Hey, man.
1-1.
Right, just like that, man. Didn't even let us.
Nah, man.
Straight in.
Yeah, man.
Straight
1-2.
That's what
1-2. Is my mic working? Yeah, 1-2.
My mic.
It's coming out of one ear on the headphones.
My mic is working now.
Yeah.
Independence
Day, man.
Independence
Today we celebrate our Independence Day.
1-2. I'm not
more
sure.
sharing.
1-2.
I can hear you out of. Do it again.
1-2, 1-2.
No, I can't hear you in that one.
Nah, mine's still pretty low, bruv.
Yeah, they're all high, man.
1-2, 1-2.
You're not meant to prep this like before we get on the air.
Well, yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it?
At least I can hear it in one. I guess it will play.
Yeah, me, I can hear in one as well.
Yeah. Can
See,
you hear in both ears?
I feel hearing both. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no, now I can't hear
I've
anything.
just pulled you out. I pulled everyone out.
Oh, okay.
Try now.
1-2.
1-2. 1-2.
Yeah,
1-2.
Rah.
I hear it in one ear as well.
I don't know, man.
It's the one ear crew.
All right. So not so independent then. After.
I think
still hear you.
share the one mic
You
again.
can still hear
Just
me,
not as
man.
clear.
You can still hear me.
Yeah.
I mean, we are in the room anyway. So
Absolutely.
it.
So we can still hear anyone. Like, doesn't matter about that.
yeah. Colin, man, we're independently free.
Finally independent, man.
We were sharing one mic for
Those
weeks.
training wheels have been taken off.
All I need is one mic.
There were certain times where I wanted to jump in when you were talking,
Right.
and I couldn't jump in.
How do you think I feel when you go on a complete tirade rant and I just want to? I can't get in there. Can't get in there.
I don't know how you feel, man. I'm just
man.
I'm doing my thing in it, like
telling you
at
how
the
I
time
feel.
in it. So
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I'm actually hating right now. I'm hating right now. I'm happy about the fact I got a mic, but I'm hating the fact that both the cameraman Mussa and John Alexander have banging haircuts, and my hair looks like this. And I've walked into the room and I've been called the sweet one.
Yeah, bro, you're dressed up, man.
Yeah, I'm from Essex, man. You know, I got drive a
Look like
range.
it's on a date, innit?
Oh, Essex. Is
Yeah,
that
Essex, man. You know, Essex. You know,
Well, I come from
the
Essex.
SEX.
Yeah, you come from Essex.
I come from Essex.
What are you doing after the?
I'm just trying to keep the stock market going, man, with this haircut. That's all, man.
No, that does look like
You gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready, man.
wise words.
Clean.
Wise words from a wise man.
Always clean, isn't it?
man,
Always clean. Clean something that's clean already.
Yeah, true that. I don't know when I'm gonna get my haircut. It has to be this week, man.
Hold on, the barber's shut, no?
Oh, I've got my guy come to the
Oh,
yard.
my barber,
The
man.
barber's shut.
My guy comes to the
Listen,
yard.
wait.
Shout out Mr. Bill Face, man.
My barber is not a barber, right?
Oh,
He's-
okay.
He's an artist.
Right.
Okay.
So that's how you get away with it.
He's an artist, man. He's
Yeah.
a sculpture.
And
Like he makes.
sculpture's not allowed to
he
work.
makes things outside,
It's like a non-essential. Innit? It's non-essential.
Big up the lockdown barbers.
and the artists out there,
Yeah,
man.
tier 5s.
So your barber did your hair outside.
Yeah,
Big up the key workers. Wow. Big up
he
the
is a
key
key
workers.
worker.
Has he got the
is a key
letter?
worker, man.
Has he got the letter?
He's a key worker.
I'm a key worker.
Big up the key workers out there.
So was he wearing a
Cutting
mask
hair.
when you cut your hair? Was he wearing
Outside
a mask?
Yeah,
in the
man, he
rain.
was wearing
It's
a
been
mask.
raining all week as well, hasn't it?
His rain's never
Yeah.
stopped.
And why did all week?
Yeah, yeah, right.
It was nice.
No, Thursday
There
was
was
sunny.
there
At
was
least you don't have to
sunshine,
wash your
man.
hair after. Just cut it in the rain.
There was sun outside, man, when
Oh,
my
yeah,
hair was
no,
getting cut, man.
Must be the Essex.
Well, you know what? I got to big you up for because you are the one when it comes to the soundtrack trim. You brought me back with Noriega.
Yeah,
though.
man.
I
I had
told
to,
you,
man.
fellas. Holy man,
I had to.
Hey, shout out Noriega, man.
I'm trying to educate the youth, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do out here.
Who
man.
actually produced that? That was Neptune's, right?
Neptune,
For real.
Yeah, Neptune.
He produced some absolute bangers.
He's
though.
got bangers.
Bangers for days. When I
got
was
bangers.
DJing, that's all I was. I remember I had a Neptune's set in West End. I think you came with me once, Chris. It was just a 1 hour of just pure Neptune production.
No, I have to say, hands down, best DJ I've ever known.
I really enjoyed
Hands
all
down.
that.
Some of your mixtapes back in the day that you used to give me for free, and that was next level. Especially, I remember that you did a mix with Ja Rule. You did a Ja Rule mix with a few of his songs. I still remember that.
Yeah,
one.
but you know the mix that you love that everyone.
Oh,
was it, you should know me. and Lloyd certified. Oh man, I was this close to wearing my ONS t-shirt coming at you.
Oh man,
No. You know what? Let's bring this one back.
Man, don't want to hear that.
Let's bring this one back.
Right,
I know it's a
I
pass.
missed that.
What's wrong,
But let's bring this one back
Past for a reason.
I know, but let's bring up the past real
You
quick.
don't bring it back to the future.
Do you remember the Power Rangers? Like the outfit Power Rangers.
Oh,
suit,
when
like
we had all the Adidas hoodies.
Yeah, we were just all gassed one day. We just picked it up.
Oh yeah,
It was random as well.
the grey and black.
I think I only wore it once.
That
I think it was just that night.
That top was alright.
I think my daughter's got it now. She just wears it after training when it's cold.
Yeah,
That's a banging-
that top
it
was
was a
alright.
banging-
That was a
Adidas
banging
top.
one at the
Serious,
time.
serious
Yeah, we just walked in there like the Power Rangers, man.
I think I didn't like it, the fit of it, because I felt like it was a bit too big. You know, I liked my tight stuff like
Fitted,
that.
innit?
That's probably why I only wore it once in it.
Was it? It wasn't It wasn't baggy though, was
No,
it?
it wasn't bad. It just wasn't. It just didn't fit me right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
So you needed a size smaller.
yeah, yeah. At that time, not now. I'm XL now,
So
large
what
and
size
XL.
was it at the time? Small was it?
I don't know.
Chris was never small. I'm just gonna throw that one out there. You never
large.
small.
They're
You
probably
was
large,
never
weren't they?
small.
They're probably large.
Yeah, I know. It was a large.
That's like me saying I'm a medium. Like that don't make no sense.
no. Yeah, but that was me back then. Like, do you know what I mean? I had a
So what
young
are you
mentality.
now? XL,
I'm
X.
I'm large XL
Okay.
right now.
Yeah.
I'm not like big, but like, you know.
You got that COVID weight now, so you might be
No,
double XL,
no,
innit?
I'm trimmed, man. My
Yeah?
six pack's coming back and that.
man.
Yeah, trimming out.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. But I'm trimming out and that. Yeah,
Yeah.
the arms are not as big as what they were in the summertime, though.
You always love pumping arms. It don't matter what it is. We could do legs, and then man will feel like let's finish off with some arms.
Yeah.
Bruv, that don't make no sense. Like, we've trained legs today, man.
Arms are pumped up.
He goes, let's do some arms. Let's do a quick arm session. Bruv, we've been in the gym for 2 hours.
Get that pump.
Why do we need to do arms? It's crazy,
I love
man.
arms, man.
Well,
How we all been though,
I think
man?
that's like CT Fletcher was the one that said, "No, I train arms every day for like 10 years."
Something
The size
like
of his
Yeah,
arms.
yeah.
But then his heart went as well, innit?
Oh man, I hated seeing that, man, because I like CT Fletcher, man.
He used to motivate me, man.
He
Well,
got
still-
out,
still-
he
still
got
there,
out and
still
done
there.
press ups, innit? Didn't he?
Yeah,
He-
yeah, that
he
video,
was-
yeah. Yeah, that
he
was
was.
good.
He just wills himself to do things, man. That's
Yeah.
just crazy.
And he's now passed on to his son. Now his son just
Cause he's big,
like,
innit?
pushes big weight, man. Big weight.
Crazy.
So how we been anyway this week, man? How we been in COVID? How we been?
I've been all right.
Yeah?
I think Daddy Daughter Day today.
How did that go?
Yeah, no, it's good. She was chilled. She's got Colin will know. Little Baby Bum, the whole, you know, on the YouTube and that.
Little baby bum.
No, I'm happy.
YouTube.
No, she
Nursery
doesn't-
rhymes.
No,
all
nursery
them.
rhymes. She doesn't listen to that no more. She's got a new one, and I'm glad, because I just want to say this about Little Baby Bum. Anyone that's got that on there, why it's called Little Baby Bum, just it's a bit sick.
Little
For
baby
one.
bum.
Yeah, little baby bum.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit sick, and it's got the paedophile symbols on in the.
Well, you take it
in the-
deep, man.
No, it has.
Yeah, it always will notice something.
It has.
Look, from there, her little
Listen,
baby bum, man.
Look
Like,
at,
that's
if,
enough
you look
for
at,
him.
if you look at the pig, look at the bus, look at the duck on the duck's face, the paedophile symbols are on there.
I'm sure if we looked over there, we could see some pedophiles. You know what I mean? I'm sure I'll find
Wait,
something.
wait.
Have a look down there, see if you can see
Wait,
it.
it's called
You
it's
know
called
what-
Little Baby
you know
Bum.
what though, you know what?
It's called Little
The title,
Baby Bum.
the title
Do you know what I
is-
mean?
you know
It's
what?
in the title.
Yeah, the title's
Because
not
of
the best.
you, I've started to do what you do. Like I was watching X-Men Apocalypse, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
And I think it's Magneto. Magneto must have turned around and said to Apocalypse, "Who are you?" And he went, "Some call me Elohim." I was like, Chris, I was gonna text him, you know. I was gonna
no.
and then he said, "Some call me something else." He said,
You know
something else.
what? When I go home, I'm gonna watch that. Man. I'm gonna
Yeah,
call
he
you.
said it, and I was gonna text you. And
Did
I
he
thought,
say?
you know
He
what?
must have said Yahweh, I think.
I think he said something else. He
Yeah.
said something else, and I just thought, should I text Chris? And I thought, nah, because if I text him, he's gonna start going in.
Be like a hour
I
conversation.
just want to watch X-Men.
One I did go in. Obviously, we spoke about it earlier in the week. Was The Walking Dead.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
obviously,
I haven't seen it, I haven't watched it.
me and the miss. It's really good, really
Yeah,
good.
I know.
But
Go on.
But-
you can't watch it now.
no. I'm still watching it. and that.
okay.
But they put a guy in that I call him Fakey.
Why are you calling him fakey, man?
Because
You know, I'm gonna be quiet on this segment. I'm gonna let Chris just get it off your chest.
Yeah,
Get it off, man. Get it off.
I call him fakey because he turned around. He goes, "Oh yeah, my name is Paul, but people call me," and he must have did this with his arms, Jesus. And you know, obviously the fake image of Jesus, Cesare Borgia, the lover of Leonardo da Vinci, 1400s. You can look it up and that. That is the image, the fake image of Jesus. It's not the actual image of Jesus. But what they done in the program is that they made him a sissy. They pretty much made him a sissy. They made him gay. No, not really a sissy, but he was like, you know, he's and I've got nothing against gay people.
He looks
by the
like
way.
the gay. He looks like the Jesus that is publicised today.
Yeah,
Right,
he looks like him,
Oh,
and
okay.
it was bothering me just the way that they were doing it. Like, it just kind of bothered me in that. So,
if that's not the real look of Jesus, then doesn't it? I mean, why did it affect you? Because obviously you say that Jesus is olive skin or black skin,
dark skin, black.
Yeah. So why would it bother you why would this guy bother you if he didn't look like the real?
Because
Jesus?
there was a lot of subliminals in there.
Right,
A lot of subliminals.
Right.
The thing is, right, sometimes you just got to learn to watch the program for what it is.
No, I watched the program.
But I know it irritated you because the thing is, when things irritate you, you tell me. And I knew it irritated you. That's why I started laughing. Because I was waiting for him. I'm up to date with Walking Dead.
Right.
So I was waiting for him to get to this point. And lo and behold, you done exactly what I knew you was going to do.
They made a big
Oh,
thing
so you
of
knew
it.
it was going to come with
They
this.
made a big thing of it.
Right.
And just to clarify, right? Let me just clarify, just as a disclaimer and that, right? So it's not about race. It is not about race at all. But and I can quote a Bible quote, John 3:16.
Says, I just whooped your ass.
No,
I'm joking, sorry.
that's-
Big up Stone Cold Steve Austin.
316, baby.
Anyway, Yahuwah Elohim so loved the world that he gave his begotten son so that all wouldn't perish, right? So that's just me. I'm not like quote for quote and that. But what it is that when there's hidden truths, like they've made it about the race by removing the truth. For example, if you look at Israel, you can look it up on a map right now. Israel is next to Egypt. It's next to Egypt. It was Northeast Africa, Israel, right? This is where and the Egyptians were where the Hamites came from, and they were dark skin, black. Jesus passed for an Egyptian, fact. Moses passed for an Egyptian, fact. What is that telling you? But like I said, it's not about race. We are all one. There's not going to be only a certain amount of people who are going to go to heaven because of their race or anything like that.
It kind of is though,
If
because
it changed, if
the
it
thing is-
changed and it is about race.
because they keep depicting,
Yeah, depicting.
white people as the savior
Yeah,
in everything.
Do you know-
it's like if we move from Bible and we just talk it, Superman for instance, powerfulest man on the earth, white, Batman, white. Like, look how long it took us to get Black Panther,
you could
and even that.
you could even go to movies of presidents when the president is black. Yeah, the president is saved by someone else.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, deep impact. Yeah.
When the president is white, then he is the savior of the film.
Yeah.
And you've got
Day.
other films as well. And like I said, I don't want to go into race or anything like that, but you've got, for example, you've got what's the one, Moses. What was it called? Kings of
Egypt. Oh no,
The gods of
Exodus.
Exodus, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Exodus, you've got Christian Bale playing Moses.
Yeah,
Christian Bale is from Wales.
yeah, we know.
Yeah, he's from the UK, United Kingdom. Yeah, Moses was black, but because he's playing this character, then the visualization is going to be like, oh, do you know what? I mean, as a black person, you're not really going to connect to your actual history. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to know it. That's why a lot of people don't have interest in it. And then you've got another Hollywood movie, The Last Samurai.
Tom
Yes,
Cruise.
Played by
I need
Tom
to watch it.
Cruise.
I know it's an old film. I haven't seen it, but some people say I need to watch it. It's inspirational. Good film.
It's Tom Cruise. I mean, Tom, apart from his religion, Scientology, I kind of like him as an actor.
You know what's mad?
I like Tom Cruise.
As much as we love Tom Cruise, you know, he's never won an Oscar.
Hasn't it?
Yeah, but he doesn't make films Oscar worthy though, isn't it?
Mission Impossible, one of the best films, that
It's
best
action,
trilogy thing he's made.
He's that type of guy.
Top
that just-
Gun?
He wants to do all the stunts
he does
himself,
the big
innit?
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does big movies.
Jerry
but
Maguire.
You got to remember those kind of movies are not Oscar-winning movies. Like, when's the last time you seen an action film win Oscar? Really?
I don't even know.
Avengers.
I don't even know.
That was what's it for graphics? It weren't really an actor
it
playing.
was best.
Yeah,
best
best
movie,
supporting
film.
actor or something like that. You're not gonna see that for an action film. You're just not. You know,
He does more
it's
action,
one.
doesn't
They like
Top Gun's
to.
a classic though.
Yeah, Top Gun. Yeah.
Classic.
Highway to.
I'm gonna play that on the way back.
Danger Zone.
You know, they actually got like another one in it. They've remade the.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's coming back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
out
can't-
already, no? It's been out already.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
it was
Cinemas
out.
are closed.
Yeah, it'll come on Prime, innit? No?
Yeah.
No, I think they're going to come on HBO.
No,
HBO
it came
films.
out before COVID.
Guess what? New films coming out as well. New Mortal Kombat's coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't really seen any of
I think the old one was rubbish, innit?
The old ones were terrible. Have you seen the trailer for the new one?
Nah.
It's a little bit sick. It doesn't look bad at all.
Do you know what? I think you guys need to see. I think we spoke about it already before, but Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, on Netflix.
Yeah,
I love Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai is
Season
amazing,
three's
man.
out now.
Yeah.
I've heard
Daniel
of it, I haven't
Russo's
seen
a
it.
bit of an arsehole. I don't like him.
He
no
is.
more.
Is he?
I don't like him.
It's
no
all
more.
about
As his character.
Yeah.
Oh,
Daniel
right.
Russo.
Oh,
He's
is he?
just.
But he's always been a bit like, a bit. Yeah, he was a little bit like that anyway, I think. But they just didn't release all of it.
Yeah, in
when he was younger.
Karate Kid though, you rooted for him, didn't you? But
Yeah.
I actually like the
And
bad guy
younger.
there.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
better now. I just
Oh, I
can't.
see.
Johnny's
connect
the
with
guy.
Yeah, Johnny's the guy,
He's
man.
the guy.
Oh, right.
Daniel Russo's a bit of
Wow.
an idiot.
What a nice guy Johnny is. So misunderstood. But they should have explained that story before. You know what I mean? I saw it on YouTube, right? That someone done an analogy that actually Daniel was the bully. And Johnny was the nice guy. I think they broke it down as in
This is how conspiracy theory start. Yeah.
probably yeah.
This is it. This is it.
Starts from here.
Wait, hold
Can
on,
you
hold
hear
on.
me? Can you hear me?
Hold on.
Right. So, if this wasn't a movie, if this wasn't a true story,
Chris will come with his.
it'd be true. Nah. LaRusso.
Do your research,
Do
bro.
your research. He's the bad guy, you know. That shower bit. He set him up.
Listen. That was one of the bits as well.
There you go.
He didn't have to do that.
There you
know what I
go.
mean? He could have let it go.
Yeah, he could have let it go, but he put it on and he ran away. Why did he do that? What? Because he wanted him to chase him.
Well, I need to watch this, man. I'm falling behind.
No. Do you know what? Right?
No, I haven't seen it. I'm just talking about the Karate Kid.
Oh, yeah, the first.
If you do break it down, right? Because at the beginning, he was on the beach. He must have seen Johnny's girl in it.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, I only watched this the other day as well because my little Preston wanted to watch it.
Yeah?
So yeah, I'm clear with the movie right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's on the beach in it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he's chatting
They were
up to
playing
the
football,
girl.
weren't they?
Yeah.
He weren't chatting her up. He was just talking.
Well, all right. So Johnny must have come over.
Yeah.
Do you know
Johnny,
what I mean?
yeah.
It's like, you know,
Like,
that's-
what you do?
Yeah, that's my girl kind of thing, innit? And then, all right, he must have he did what he did to him.
Yeah.
Daniel should have stayed down.
Oh no, he
Yeah.
kicked him. Yeah, that's right.
He should have stayed down. But when he got up,
Yeah.
he was ready to roll. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, what would you do
What'd I do? I ain't going down in the first place.
if you went down?
If obviously a man's coming up, you know.
There
what I
you
mean?
go. Right now, carry the story on. Carry on now. Carry on then. Carry on. So carry. I need to watch this video and see how they put it across.
I remember there was a bit where I think he went to the school, right, and he must have seen them. I can't remember when it was. No, do you know what? I can't remember the other bits, but I know that the main bit was when he did the thing with in the toilets. and
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the
So obviously
shower.
he didn't need to do that.
No, I didn't need to do that.
And then obviously Mr. Miyagi must have kicked all of their backsides and all that, the kids and that. And then afterwards, you know, he's a big man. You know what I mean? Like these are high school kids.
Yeah,
that's true.
I'm just saying.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm just
Miyagi.
saying. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Miyagi's an old man. I mean, you know.
Yeah, what, 70 plus?
Yeah.
But these
Do you know
kids
what I
are
mean?
college, aren't they?
Yeah, high school, innit? Or
But no, if you're talking about that, it's actually worse in Jaden Smith's one. Because they're smaller. And Jackie Chan.
yeah, I know. Yeah. He destroyed them.
Yeah, and they're small. That's even worse then,
I
right?
destroyed them. They look like they're in primary school.
Yeah,
them ones.
it looked like primary school.
Yeah. All right, cool.
And Jackie Chan looked younger.
Yeah, he was like a younger version.
Yeah, he
of him,
wasn't an old man. He was, actually, wasn't even called Mr. He was called Mr. Han.
Mr. Hun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Hun.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, the next day, Daniel goes to school. He sees them. They're all like bruised up and that. And then the teacher's there, but he taunts them. He taunted them.
The teacher.
Yeah. He taunted.
The one in the glove.
He taunted them.
Yeah, no,
He
he
didn't
did
need
in
to
front
do
of
that.
them.
Yeah,
in front of
he
them.
taunted. He was the bully.
Yeah. He just he's just sticking up for himself, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, but they had a deal in it. They had a deal that not to
That's
touch
true.
each
He
other,
instigated
innit?
that part then.
There you go.
Okay, I'll give you
There
that one.
go.
Yeah. I'll give you that part.
After that conspiracy theory we've solved, 21 minutes in. This show's called Don't Get Offended. My name is John Alexander. Let's get this.
I'm Chris Samuels, the Press Pause Network, Elohim, fearing God's servant, and I'm here to podcast. Don't forget Chris and Paige on the YouTube channel. Just check it out, Chris and Paige. There's 4 episodes there, 1 to 4. We are all in the series, so have a look at it. It's something that is really, you know, at this point in time, you want to laugh. Check it out because you will, hopefully.
Yep, my name is Colin Palmer, aka Mr. Rap Stars. Got my own mic today, my own independence from Mr. Chris Samuels. It's fantastic. But yeah, no, we're just here to pod today, man. Look, last day of the month, February tomorrow. It's a bit mental. My daughter's birthday in 3 days. It's a year old already.
Damn, man.
Mental.
That's gone
Mad.
quick.
Yeah, we didn't even say how, like, obviously we know how your week was. We didn't even do a round table to see how everyone else.
We'll get to us,
We'll get to that. But yeah,
My name's Ryan John-Baptiste, fitness professional here right now, and I'm here to pod like every week. Every week I'm here to pod. Can't wait for the random topics to pop up. But yeah, I'm ready. Hope you guys enjoy.
So this week I watched Apple TV had a film out called Palmer to Justin Timberlake. And it was quite good. So Susanna picked it, and it was like this guy comes out of prison and he's just trying to get his life back on track, and there's this woman who's got a kid who's a boy, bit feminine though, and it got me thinking. So I'll fast forward the story. Basically, he ends up looking after the kid. The kid is clearly he's not a boy. He thinks he's a girl, basically.
So what do we call those again?
trans.
He, she, or she, he? No.
No, but he's just at the minute he's a young boy who just thinks he's a girl.
Oh, okay. Right.
So at first, Justin tries to
Pansexual.
tell him,
asexual.
like, you know, you're a boy, right? And he goes, you shouldn't be playing with dolls. And the boy, like, I don't care. I want to play with dolls.
How old's the boy?
Boy's I think he's about 10, maybe 8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I saw
it's
a
called
program
the
on
film.
this.
The film's called Palmer. It's a good film on Apple TV Plus. I'm not
got
plugging
to
No,
be
I
Apple.
think I've
Surname,
seen
innit?
this.
It just come out.
Oh no, there was one similar to that. It sounded like similar anyway. It was on ITV like maybe a year ago.
Oh no, this literally come out Friday
Oh,
on
so it's
Apple
fresh.
TV. Yeah,
Oh,
fresh.
exclusive.
Yeah,
Oh, right,
yeah.
okay, cool.
And I'm not plugging Apple, but if you want to give us one of them deals, I know you're working on. My name is John
TC.
Alexander. Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
So it got me thinking. You three all have boys. So how would you react in that situation if one of your young boys decided to behave in that manner or decided to identify as a girl?
At that age, what
At
age?
that age, it's a kid's about 8, I'd say. About 8. So how would you, as a father, because I know, you lot got 3 boys and you're good dads, so tell me how you would
Well,
react.
the thing is that I think at that age, obviously, you know, they're still young. They don't know. I don't think they know. There are probably times when my son does some stuff and I think, oh, wow, like what? Like, what are you doing? Like, but he's young, innit? There's not really much you can do. Like, you know, it is what it is. I guess it's one of them things. There's not really much you can do. I'll probably say, it's a hard one. It's a tough one. Obviously, it's not. I mean, for me, it's not, you know, how I want to see my son, but at the same time, I think probably the way the world is right now, you would have to just let him be and let him find himself, I'd probably say.
Colin?
It's a tough one, really, because I mean,
Why are you laughing for? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
I'm waiting for something controversial.
am I like controversial Colin or something? Controversial. Listen, man. You know,
There you go.
he actually made me want to actually get. Wait, it's only on Apple TV.
So
You
Apple
can't get it
TV,
from nothing
can't
else.
get it nowhere else. It literally came out. I think it came out Friday.
Palmer, spelled the same name
Palmer.
as mine.
Yep.
So many of these.
That's a bit-
There's so many of these networks now bringing out their own.
I'll show you right here so you can just have a look.
Is it
Again,
spelled the same way as
if
Colin
you've
Palmer?
got,
That's what I'm saying.
Colin Palmer, yeah.
again, Apple TV.
Listen, guys, it's a Palmer thing. You won't understand. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Be real, man.
Let's be real about it. Okay, I got my own mic and my own wing. So okay, right. So no, I'm not that controversial.
Put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
When you're living under my, it's like
No, it's nothing like me, mate. I got three girls.
it's like the mortgage letter thing. You know the same thing that you do to Elia. Look, do you see your name on the mortgage? No, you don't.
Just think about the reverse.
But you know what? This was put to me. The reverse. Susanna put it to me. Now, for me, it's a little bit different because do I want my children to be with anyone? Not particularly, no. You know, it's
imagine you was a granddad.
A man, we all know we're men. We know what we did when we were younger. It's like, do I want that? Not particularly. What's she gonna do if she gets with another girl?
No, but they can still bring up babies.
No, but what I'm saying to you is realistically, if she was to identify as a man and say she wanted to be with women,
Yeah.
what are you really gonna do?
Sorry, say that again. I'm confused. Say that one again. If she wants to,
if my daughter was to identify as a man, but she wants to be with women.
so like Caitlyn Jenner, what he or she, Caitlyn does.
No, Caitlyn Jenner, but she had the old change, didn't she? She went all the way.
She went all the way.
He
but-
went like she.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know it's mad. We know him as Bruce.
Yeah, but you know, I
It ain't
don't.
Bruce no more.
For me, it's a little bit different. Men, you know, when you look at our boys, if you have a boy, you look at a boy. You know, you're raising him in your image. You know what I mean? You want him to do sports, do all this stuff here, and then when they're not, it's a little bit. I think it's harder for a boy than a girl. I do. Girls, it's girls, isn't it? It's just okay. How many times you seen a girl kiss a girl? It's like, okay, cool, whatever, innit? I don't care.
It's true. Do you know?
Yeah, I think it does look slightly worse.
Yeah, it does look
because
slightly worse.
like we mentioned on previous episodes, like you're a man, you're
Yeah.
you're a boy.
Yeah,
So,
but
I see what you mean.
the same way, you have to kind of see who his company is with as well, man. Because we now
But this
live in a
kid
day
had
no friends.
he was only hanging around with this one girl. I don't want to tell you too much of the film. Just
I wanna
in case
watch
you
it
wanna see
now.
Go watch it. But basically, he had one girlfriend he used to do tea parties with. He used to go to tea parties with this girl, and all the boys used to tease him at school. Justin Timberlake ended up threatening one of the little
that's a
boys.
problem already.
Saying,
Oh, is he the teacher?
nah, he got a job working as a janitor in the school because he couldn't get. He spent 12 years in prison for attempted murder. So he's just come out trying to get his life together, and all of a sudden he's got this kid he now has to look after because the mum just took off. I'm just explaining it quite quickly, but there's more.
yeah.
There's more.
Obviously, a lot
stuff.
more.
Yeah. But yeah. So how would you deal with that?
I think it's the father is a father's responsibility to ensure that that they. Why are you laughing? It's a father's responsibility to make sure that boy grows into a man. Now, obviously, we understand that boys will go through different phases. They might feel phases to play with dolls or problems with tying shoelaces or not wanting to eat onions, like you said the last time.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, they might want to just play Nintendo, and next day don't want to do anything at all, or sit in a room or just be bored. It does depend on the company, but it does depend on what lessons that you install from them in an early age. You just said that little kid was playing tea parties at what age?
Well, I think it's about 8.
Right, so it's instilled from them. It must have been way before 8. It's instilled from them from day. You can't, especially if you want them to be grown up in your image. Fair enough. For what you said, Ryan, like the other time, I wouldn't be happy. Absolutely wouldn't be happy, but I would obviously, try to still steer them back into the man lane if I can, kind of thing. But I do think, me personally, it would be a bit of a, invert commas, failure as a father if you don't kind of get them into the same lane that you want them to grow into. And I say that inverted commas because I don't want to get commenters and stuff.
now-
So do you believe it's taught, it's learnt?
It is learned. That's why I'm saying you have to see the company, because you ain't learning them lessons from me. No, you're a boy and you're gonna go to a man, and I'm giving you these lessons to be a man.
So what I'm saying to you, like, is this learnt behavior or is this genetics?
No, it wouldn't be genetic. I don't think it would be genetic. I think it would be a learned behavior. Loads of ears, loads of whispers into people's ears saying, "Oh, you could identify as what you want." Look, 100 different genders, like we saw the other day. Intergender, intersex, pansexual, asexual, this, that.
But what I'm saying to you, this has probably happened for thousands of years, but it hasn't been promoted.
Right.
Well,
so-
it has. It has.
Yeah, I mean, like 1,000 years ago, it wasn't like, oh,
But you couldn't do it.
yeah,
kill you for it.
yeah, so exactly. So it wasn't promoted. So children didn't have the noise of all this, but they were still having those feelings.
Yeah.
So is it learnt behavior or is it just genetically born with it? That's another question, because it wasn't out on the news and media. People saying, "Oh, my friend's this, my friend." It was always kept within. It's people still having those feelings, So is it learnt? You don't know, do you? You know what I mean? Is it just built in DNA?
Could be, yeah.
Your mind's such a powerful thing.
Yeah.
It's got a little, just if there's a slight, wrong direction of a circuit, then
It kind of comes back to the analogy of not so much analogy, for what you're talking about when you're watching X-Men Apocalypse. Remember the very, very first X-Men that we watched, like number 1, it says it just takes one little penny drop and small little strands of DNA just explodes into a mutation. Kind of thing. It could, you know what I mean? Sometimes it could be a genetic thing.
Yes,
but
that's what I always question
it would be a father's responsibility, no matter if genetic or not, to instill learned values into what it is to be a man, how to be a provider, how to be a leader. Not to swing the other way to
I mean,
to be the softer sex. No, you can't.
Yeah, but if it's like how you like women, that's, you're born with that, right?
Yeah.
Like is that learned, or was you born with that? See, right, here's a question, right? Was you?
I was born with that.
born.
Oh, absolutely. I was absolutely born.
I remember.
You don't know
I
that.
remember when
you don't
I
even know
liked Kerry, little girl. She was what we were speaking about in primary school, and I gave her my penny sweets, and I thought I was gonna get kissed, thinking nothing. Man, it was the first time I got air.
You learn, though, innit?
That was before I became the guy I am today.
I mean, what's funny is that I actually went to no boys' school, and there was a big stigma back in the day. You think, oh, boys' school, go to school, they all go share the same toilets, and they all play this, that, just wrestle in the shower. Nah, we had none of that. We were surrounded by 3 different girls' schools. They were all independent, so we actually had a learned ability to actually leave or kind of bunk off lessons to go and creep to Ursuline school or Park school girls and just start waving at the window. Yeah.
It gave you a bigger urge to just go out there.
It's worse, isn't it?
I don't think it's
That was
learned,
what you just locked in a cage in an old boys' school.
There's a lot of testosterone, and you just want to
Did you learn? Do you think you could concentrate a lot better in the classrooms?
Oh man, a lot of my distractions in my life growing up was because of women, man. It's like young, girls when I was the age of 13, 14. I got to pick these words correctly, man.
Quickly work.
I had a lot of distractions, man. I had to work to get that C for maths.
Oh man.
For me personally, so I always got 3 boys.
Yeah.
one of them's 7, so like obviously he's only a
yeah.
year away from the age of 8. If that happened and he enjoyed, like, I don't know, was he playing with dolls?
Playing with dolls, watching
and he
girls Barbie
truly
shows.
liked it. It
loved
made him happy. Then
Yeah.
to be honest, you just got to let him be. I mean, you can't take it away and make him unhappy. But yes, I would be doing things to try and kind of persuade it out of him if I could possibly.
There was one scene where Justin was in the shop. They had to get a Halloween costume. So Justin picks up the police officer costume. Said, "You be that." The boy's like, "I don't want to wear that. I want to wear the fairy one." And Justin's like, "You can't wear that." In the end, the boy gets the fairy one.
Yeah, but he tried to persuade. Yeah, so little things like that I would do. That's what I would do, like buy football boots and, like, you know, just like go kick a ball and stuff like that. But instead of obviously playing with Barbie. But I mean, other than that, it's like, as a father, you want your child to be happy, and that's the key thing. You want you to be happy, and I think that's what outweighs it all in the end.
Yeah.
Like, only if you really truly put yourself in that situation, you can understand it. But I think, like, if you put yourself in that situation, you want your kid to be happy, you just got to kind of like go with it.
Do you know that's
Yeah.
a phase that will just pass as well.
Hopefully, that's what you'd think. Yeah,
But do you know, I second that, because the thing is that one of the things for me is that I don't want to scare my son. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to scare him off, like, you know, him to be scared of me, shout at him, say, "Oh, you can't." Do you know what I mean?
They will literally, truly, like,
They'll shut off. Yeah.
they'll shut off, and they will always remember that.
Yeah, 100%.
Going into adulthood.
Yeah. So I think for me, it's trying to just, you know, just be a best friend. He calls me his best friend, and just be a father first, but be a friend as well, and help him. But yeah, I'm, like I said, trying to get him into support Man United.
Who's still supporting Chelsea? Yeah.
So, we're there. He's got the kit. He's got his name on the kit, number 7.
And is he smiling when he's wearing it?
Right, there was a pause.
Well, we need to get him to wear it.
Oh, right.
A lot more.
Is he happy when he's wearing it?
Preston's number 7.
But you know, elated when he's wearing it.
But you know what? It's my bad, because his name was misspelt on the kit, and two letters were switched around, and I've meant to try and get it removed, and that it's long.
Yeah.
You can't just do it.
Nope.
Nah.
Can't.
Yeah. So I think I have to buy him a new kit. It's an absolute joke. So I get why he don't want to wear it. Well, he hasn't said he don't want to wear it. He loves it. He actually loves it when he was wearing it. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I just need to switch those letters about. Still.
Right. Well,
Was that a topic?
that wasn't even a topic, man.
was a good, long conversation.
That wasn't
Oh,
a
was that a
topic.
topic?
No, that was
Oh, you
just
just
me.
brought up
Yeah, we didn't hear the fairy dust.
Film, man.
Can I,
It's-
all right.
Palmer, yeah?
So then before we go
at
into
that.
topics, then can I just say something about the racism row between Ibrahimovic and Lukaku?
Go on, him.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
give us the backstory
Did you
first.
see it? Did you see
I
anything?
saw
bits
watched
of it.
highlights, but I'm sure I thought I got clickbaited because it had them facing each other
Yeah.
on the pitch. So I clicked it to watch AC Milan versus
So what
Milan.
happened?
I didn't see anything.
All right, so basically, all it I hear Lukaku was saying, come outside," and then Zlatan,
Outside where?
I don't know, or
They're in the pitch.
yeah, well, they're walking off in it.
Yeah, we are outside.
And then Ibrahimovic says to him, "Call your mum to do that voodoo stuff." I think it's SHIT and that. But right.
Question
can I
first.
break this down? Can I break this down?
Question first, though, before you break it down. Yeah. If that was a white person, would he have said, "Go do that voodoo stuff"? That's all I want to know.
All right.
Think about it. If he said that to Wayne Rooney, "I'll go get your mum to do that voodoo stuff in Everton," wherever Wayne lives or used to live, Everton or Liverpool, innit, wherever he lives.
Yeah.
Would that make sense? It wouldn't, would it? They always class voodoo with black people.
All right. But all right. Can I break this down?
Yeah, break it
go
down.
for it.
All right. Can I break this down?
Yep.
Right. I think it's been blown out of proportion. Me personally, I think it's been blown out of proportion. Right, because Lukaku, right, it's known that he went to a voodoo doctor when his Everton contract was running out, the voodoo doctor said to him, "Don't sign another deal." Yeah, the voodoo doctor said that, right? And then he went to Man United. Obviously, them two are teammates; they know each other, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but Lukaku wasn't angry about the voodoo part. He was angry about. He was like, "What'd you say about my mum? What'd you say about my mum?" Kind of thing. It was more about the mum thing. Lukaku, right? So that means, I don't know, right? I don't know Lukaku myself or anything like that, but I would presume that obviously he's gone to a voodoo doctor before, so Zlatan must know this kind of information and that. The other thing, obviously, I don't think a lot of people understand, but he signed to Rock Nation, sports company, Rockefeller, Jay-Z, you know, all of them.
Conspiracy.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Freemasons.
I didn't say all of that, but
Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
That was your next thing.
I'm just saying, innit? You know what I mean? I think it's just blown out of proportion, personally. I think they should be highlighting, the bigger thing should be highlighted is what the racial abuse that happened to Twanzebe and Anthony Martial on the Instagrams.
You know what, though?
Was disgusting.
That was highlight.
Absolutely disgusting.
You know what, though? I think there is an inside thing with footballers where they're letting certain things slide in the dressing room, because at the end of the day, this ain't the first time a footballer said stuff really to another black player, which means it's happening in the training ground, it's happening behind closed doors, and some of it is leaking out. So really and truthfully, it is, at the end of the day, none of my white colleagues at work could ever talk to me like that. Fact. I can say that with my chest out. Fact. So the way I look at it is, it needs to start with them. Sometimes shutting up ain't always the best policy. Yes, okay, you're a footballer, you'll get a contract elsewhere. You're still going to get paid more than the most average person in the world, because we know it's a very small window, a very small percentage of people are top footballers. We know that. Yeah. But that doesn't mean you should be silenced. Don't start talking when your career's over or you're sitting on the bench for ages. Talk now, right? So it's like, if you're sitting there, you know, we're hearing all this, what's the other one? Negrito or something. We're hearing, that ain't the first time he said that to a black player.
No,
that ain't the first time John Terry said certain things. It's not the first time.
Oh, the John Terry one was worse.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, they are so comfortable in saying it. You need to look at their expressions. Yeah. They're just comfortable in saying it to that person, which says to me, oh, so you're allowing this to go on behind closed doors. Yeah, it's only because now it's out in the area, you're going to start acting up and playing up to the media. No. You sort out your backyard. Sort it out, right? If I was a footballer, I'd put each and every one of them white players on notice. You call me that, I'm doing a Roy Keane, I'm breaking legs in training. That's what I'm doing, right? You're not calling me nothing else but John. That's it. And I think that's what needs to be addressed as far as I'm concerned. It comes because I'm hearing this too many times from players saying things. It's just like, but you're comfortable, which means you say this all the time. There must have been jokes. I look at Lukaku going to his voodoo doctor, monkey, you know what I mean?
That's the thing is, all that stuff happens because it's all banter, isn't it? Yeah. It's all banter in the dressing room.
That word.
There you go.
I don't like that word, you know.
But that's what it is.
Banter.
That's exactly what it is. It's banter.
People say certain things.
Yeah.
And it happens in the workplace.
Bro, right? It happens everywhere.
It happens in a workplace.
Everywhere.
And, you know, they say certain things. Like there was one guy, I remember I was working in a firm. This was probably about 10, maybe 15 years ago. And he comes up to me. He's like, oh, John, do you know where I can buy some weed? So I said to him, why are you asking me for? Oh, well, explain. Why are you asking me?
Does he know that would you smoke? Did you
I didn't
smoke
know.
weed?
No.
I never, did he know anything about your
nothing about
life?
Me.
Right.
Nothing about me.
You associate
the way I do things, right? I go to work. I don't talk much. I do my work. I go home.
Right.
I very rarely socialize. Very rarely. And if I do socialize, I like you. So I pick certain people I want to socialize with. Right? So he said this, and I just said to him, I goes to him, listen, it's very, very simple. If I said certain things about your background, right? If I remotely even attacked that background, it'll be my guts for garters. So have a little respect when you talk to me. He still didn't get the message then. And then the next day he tried it again. So I had to get black on him. I just said to him, repeat what you said to me at 5:30 p.m. That's when I'm contracted and I don't need to work for this establishment anymore. And road rules apply. After 5:30.
Highway code.
It's very, very simple.
What did he say?
He got scared, didn't say nothing after that. He don't even speak because Susanna still works there. And he don't even speak to her because he knows.
Do you think he meant to? Do you think he? I mean, I just think when people ask those kind of questions, they're just clueless.
No. He's I can't even say it.
Was he known to have those kind of
background?
Has he got history?
These people are known to look at us like
down?
This.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
they look down on us.
Okay.
And I'm not talking just white people. I'm saying these people. There's a specific group
Right.
that I won't mention. You know.
Okay.
Okay, right?
Okay.
I'll tell you off mic, but it's they look down on us.
Yeah.
And for him to approach me like that, you don't know me. All you know of me is at the time I was working, I was in a copy department, so I was preparing court bundles, and that's all you know of me. I copy your file, I prepare your court bundles, I give them to you. We don't have any more information than that. So for you to come all the way down from your office, from the full floor to the basement where I work, to say, John, do you know anyone you could buy some weed from?
Right.
Wow.
You view me in a certain light.
Yeah. That's he's viewed you in that
How
way.
deep that is, man.
Right? That's deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, it's kind of like you have to nip it in the bud there and then. Right? You have to, because if you don't nip it in the bud,
100%.
things like what's happening now in football, it comes out onto the pitch in the media and they feel comfortable in saying it to you because you haven't done anything about it.
Prior.
Right?
Yeah.
If you nip it in the bud there and then, like now, like when I see him now, like before all this COVID happened, I used to go up and pick Susanna up. And I'd be coming from a hearing in court, so I'm in a suit and tie, he'd still avoid me. Because he's scared. And he should be scared. I make him feel scared because I think you need to have a bit of respect. Right? And that's how I see it. And I think these footballers, it's great you're getting all this money. It's great. But have some respect for yourself. Yeah. Don't wait for us to pipe up on all our platforms. Oh, that's wrong. Sort it out in the back. And then when I see you do that, then I'll pipe up some more for you.
So you reckon all these footballers that have all that money per week, they just lose all form of reality and integrity?
Well, you got to remember, it's a very closed environment, isn't it?
They're in a different world.
They're in a different realm,
a different world to our world.
They're with these 22 guys 7 days a week, maybe 6 days a week. I remember from watching All or Nothing, the Tottenham documentary.
Every day, man.
They were there. They were just around each other every day, and they're just sitting there. So they become like family. And they do say family take the mick sometimes, you know, because they're family, and they view it that. But at the same time, you need to remember the color of your skin.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like what you said, they build up massive rapport where they can have jokes like that, and that's where it stems from. Because you have the black and white jokes.
Of course.
You give it to me, I give it back to you.
Yeah.
I know people like that.
Yeah.
They give it to each other and they're both cool with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's cool. I think that's cool at the time, but you then have to think, okay, maybe let's not do this because it could stem, other things could stem from it.
Yeah.
And you could take that joke to someone else that you haven't got that rapport with.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's where the problem lies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I've naturally come out.
I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen.
Yeah,
I remember one time I was with a friend, and he's got a very close white friend. They grew up together, and this white boy was, "What's up, my N-word?" I'm sitting there like, "Fam, we're gonna box you now, man. I'm gonna stamp you out." And he just said some stuff back to him. I'm like, "What? So you allow this? This is cool, yeah?" Okay, I can't be friends with any of you right now, man, because if that's what you're doing, something inside my moral compass doesn't allow me to be cool with you. Because I feel, well, then if you're allowing that, eventually this one's going to come and say that to me.
Yeah, that's where the problem.
And it's going to be a very different response.
Yeah,
one of my staff lost their job by doing that.
Yeah, see.
Said it in
what she say?
in conversation and that. Oh yeah, my
nigga.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, really? So I said, all right, cool. I see you. I didn't say nothing after that, right? And about 5-10 minutes later, I just prepared my documentation. Took him to the office. Asked someone else to call him to the office, and that sat him down.
That's it.
And that was it. Like, what's it called? I said, I did the investigation and that. Sent it. Called up HR.
He loves an investigation. You know?
I've done. No, I'm not gonna say it. But gone. Gone.
Zero tolerance.
Gone.
For that.
No, it's not happening. Not happening at all. Not happening. And that's
right. You know what? 50 minutes in, we ain't touched any topics.
Well, that was kind of a topic.
That wasn't even a topic, though. That's not what I've got lined up.
No, it's not an official topic.
All right.
It's like a subtopic.
We done topic, but not an official. It didn't have the jingle.
It didn't have the jingle over it.
Fairy dust, yeah.
So, but bottom line is the footballers need to deal with it in house before they come out here. That's what I'm saying.
Standard.
They need to have the borderlines.
Yeah.
And stop all this kneeling. It's not doing nothing. Stop it. Stop it.
You know what? One more thing before. I don't know if you've seen the reports. I don't really watch NFL.
No,
but there's a guy called Chad Whelan. He plays for the Seattle Seahawks, I think. And you can Google it now.
Good old Chad.
And he's got a black woman. He beat her near enough with an inch of her life. Still playing football, innit? Colin Kaepernick just took a knee. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You lot do your research, have a look. He beat her within an inch of her life, black woman. He's a white guy. And he's still playing. Like, no one. It's hardly been reported. That's the crazy thing.
Is it reported by police? Is Colin Kaepernick?
Well, she reported it to the police. But what I'm saying is the media didn't really pick it up.
Right.
The only reason why it got picked up was because people were saying, "Why is this not being reported?"
Right, and then they started to pick it up slowly.
It's probably like the feminists came out first.
Well, you got Colin Kaepernick just doing that. He can't get a job.
Yeah,
this guy is actively battered his woman,
and he's still got his job.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So hold on, wait. So Kaepernick, he's still not playing?
No. That Colin Kaepernick,
he got paid off though.
He
got paid off handsomely.
He's a part of the Black Boule secret society. He is. You can look it up. He's part of the Black Boule secret society. He's part of them. He's part of them.
So what, is he got paid off?
No, listen. He's got deals. Like he's got deals that are coming.
Deals
yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's got. I can't remember what it was. I was reading about it. He's got another. He's fine. Just put it this way.
He's fine.
He's sorted.
He's still better off than all of us sitting here.
He's going to get. I think he's getting a documentary done as well.
Documentary.
Yeah.
He's
he started the whole thing, didn't he?
Yeah, he's the first one who kneeled, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's listen. That whole thing is just a.
But
porn.
the kneeling is
porn.
more of an American thing than a British thing.
Yeah,
and
100%.
Like I
more that
agree.
Like the whole American dream type thing, right? Yeah.
What I'm saying is, right, I think I said this on the last show. I want to see the same energy when 60,000 fans are back in that stadium, innit? Don't do it when you got John and Peter in the top row, the top there.
They weren't doing it. They weren't doing it with crowds. The crowds were there when they were doing it when it started.
Yeah, there's a couple of grounds where they were booing them, innit?
Yeah, but they still did it.
But everybody's doing it now, like it.
Right. I mean,
keep the same energy.
Right.
Keep the same energy.
Nothing. It does nothing.
I agree.
It does nothing.
Because you know why it does nothing? Because there hasn't been a next move now.
Yeah.
We've had the rioting, we've had the protesting, we've had the Black Lives Matter movement.
Statues.
Now it's dead.
Yeah. I'm as I said on previous shows, I'm against the kneeling because of its origins and that. I'm not going to get into it. But I can understand at the very beginning, I can understand where their stance was.
Yeah.
what? It's nearly a year since they've been doing it. Nearly a year.
Over, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think personally, it just winds
what?
the races up. It winds them up. So it just makes things worse. No, seriously. Like when you actually think about it, it's just like, this Black Lives fucking matter things all the fucking time. Can't you imagine it, right? Listen to it. All the fucking time. Just play the game. Fuck's sake, man. When you blow the whistle, you take the kick off.
So it just makes racists more racist.
You know what I mean? No, it's true, though, isn't it? It's like now we've got to put this in a football rule book.
All lives matters.
As soon as the first whistle goes, you go on your fucking knees.
My life matters too.
Yeah. Exactly. It just makes it worse. It personally just makes it worse. Everyone's aware of racists and racism out there, so you don't need to make it aware of it anymore by winding racists up. That's what it's doing.
Yeah, but do something in it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
No, but something else needs to happen now.
Yeah, something else. You need to move on now.
All right, but look at the Twanzebians and Martial, right? They got monkey emojis on the Instagram. It's like loads. Yeah. Listen,
For me personally, what I would be doing I'll just put laughing emojis back. That's what you got to do. Yeah, but that's for me personally because they want you to react.
Yeah, but if you're looking at social media though, right? They took the president of the United States off social media.
Well, they took Wiley off. For what?
They took. We know.
Oh, because of that. Yeah,
we know. But
go on.
if you're gonna do that, you should be able to quickly take off these people. Take off their accounts.
They have.
They'll probably make another account.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem because they're making new accounts, and that's another topic in general, like social media. But you can't police that. You can't police. But for me personally, if I was Rashford, I would put a tweet out or whatever post out and say, like, screenshot it and then screenshot your reply. Laugh emojis. That's you have to be. It's like a bully. It's like a bully. You can't react. Otherwise, they won't.
Show them that you're not affected by it.
I think they should do what Adebayor does. See what he does? He takes photos of what he's bought with his money. He just be like, "There, look."
Just react, So I would reply with like, thanks for buying a ticket or whatever. Thanks for buying your, if they're in the crowd, the shirt.
How's their mortgage payments?
That is it. Because it's like a bully. They want you to react.
I fully agree with that.
Same thing.
So fully agree.
As soon as you start, this has been happening for years, right?
Yes.
Like especially in football. Let's call it football terms, right? I know it happens everywhere, but let's talk about football. It's happened when a banana got thrown onto the thing, and you start to, you're doing it. It's like, he reacted. Let's throw more bananas. Yeah? If they had more bananas, they would have threw more. Skins. But that's the problem. You can't react, and that's where as long as we keep reacting, this will happen beyond further generations.
Here's a suggestion for social media: anyone that makes an account, verify.
Look,
have verification.
You need to be an ID. I was talking to a missus today. I said you need to have because we spoke about this.
You got to do that on. I was talking to some girl. You have to do that with OnlyFans. They want your passport.
Good. Yeah. There you go.
Something
like
that.
Take a picture or whatever.
So Twitter's got to do something like that. Instagram's got to do
all of them. Facebook,
like
all of them got to do it.
Yeah, you have to. You have to screenshot.
And I'm not a big fan of the whole, having your identity and all that. But I think for things like that. And where the levels that it's getting to is just ridiculous.
Yeah, because I think that's the only obviously obstacle they've got to get past is IDs can get stolen from hackers. Yeah, so that's the only problem. I don't know what a way around that. There must be some kind of file or whatever.
Yeah, but you have ID verification. So you have your ID, and then you take a photo of the actual person, and then it justifies that this is the person.
Yeah,
that's
and then
got
you
the
can't
ID.
make bogus accounts. Yeah, or you can, but the thing is, then you can make fake IDs.
Well, they do that anyway.
It's what I mean. There's no. I mean, you can make it harder doing that though.
I think
make it
it's
harder.
a deterrent. To stop them from trying to do it.
Yeah,
Obviously, they'll find a way, but
it makes it hard. It's less numbers that you'll get.
I mean, even just going by their actual IP address, they should be able to kind of block anything from that thing anyway.
But even then, like if they've got the ID of the person, then the police should be informed. I'm talking about the police. They don't do nothing anyway. Let's go to the next.
But I know what you mean, though. It needs to be more to it because there's no like I can just make an account now, and call myself whatever and just
Joe Blogs,
and just throw out comments on all sorts, literally. And then when that gets banned, cool, I'll just change your name again. It's so easy, you know what I mean? So like. The thing that footballers and people need to do that are in the celebrity limelight is don't react in the way they want you to react.
Laugh at them.
Simple as that. Simple as that. I like the photos. Thanks. Cool. You know, whatever. Just don't react. Oh, you know, blah, blah. You know, I'm proud to be black. You don't need to say all that. You don't need to say that, yeah? Because that's what they want you to say. They want you to say that because they want to throw more stuff at you. You know, just be you and carry on. That's it. Simple as that.
Right.
Sweet.
Well, before we move off to football and anything else, I'd like to give a special shout out to Arsenal and Marcus Rashford because you know what Arsenal did for him?
What they do?
They gave him a special program saying thank you for all the work he's been doing for the kids and the lunch and all that stuff, whatever he's been doing. It was a nice touch by our club, man. We're decent people, so.
Give a round of applause.
That's it.
I'm waiting for the negativity there. Watch. Here we go.
It's a dead game yesterday.
No, I don't think it was a dead game. It was a decent game.
No, the dead
It was
result.
a good 0-0.
Dead result.
Yeah, it was a good 0-0 game, yeah.
Nah, I'm just like, do you know what? What a week. Like, we were sitting here last week and we were talking about, see, we're not winning no league.
This is the only time I've watched Man United for a whole 90 minutes, obviously because playing Arsenal recently, and I think they played well in the first half.
Ollie was heard shouting to Marcus Rashford that Cedric can't defend.
Is that what he said?
You can hear him.
You can hear everything, can't you?
He goes to Marcus, come on, he can't defend.
Oh, wow.
Like Ollie, yeah?
Wow. No, I think we played better than we played against Sheffield United. Sheffield United, we were terrible.
No, you played well. I think you played well.
No, I thought we played all right.
You just had two really good chances.
Yeah,
that is it.
I know.
We had. I think we should have scored a few. They weren't as clear cut. I would say one is clear cut. The other one,
the Pepe one. If Maguire didn't block that, and it was very, very lucky for Harry Maguire to do that because he doesn't really do that.
How did Martin play? Odin.
He didn't really have enough time, but he looked good on the ball when he did have it. He came on for like 10 minutes.
I thought Smith Rowe was good. He played well.
Mate, he's quality.
He's always good, bro.
Very, very good player.
Yeah, no, he's very.
man.
Have you ever watched him?
No, I watched him. I can't remember what
Probably
match.
like a Europa
I think the first game that you won for a long time.
Oh right, yeah. So
think
he's
he
very
was-
one-touch guy.
Yeah.
Mate, because he's so one-touch.
That wasn't a dig.
No, I'm just laughing at some of these topics.
Because he's he's very alert. So say if I see Colin over there, I know exactly what my one touch is going to be.
Yeah.
He's very much one touch. You save a lot of time, create a lot of space. So he's a very good player.
He's a proper Arsenal player.
Yeah, a very good player, and he floats a bit like Mesut Ozil when he runs, but he's not as lazy, obviously. But I just think, second half we came into it. But I think if anyone won that, it would have been like very unfortunate for the other team. I think it was a 0-0. Like everyone got what they deserved.
It's one of them games where it was one of the ones. A draw wasn't good enough.
Not for you.
No, you needed a win.
We needed the win.
Really need a win. We need a win as well,
Yeah.
like everyone does. But I mean, we had 3 major players out.
Yeah.
Like,
And this
you
is
know,
my point.
these are first team players.
Yeah, but
you
this
know,
is my
out.
point.
Yeah.
This is my point. We should have won.
Should have beat us because imagine your team without Rashford. I'm not going to say Cavani. I'm going to say Martial and Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
Imagine
Of course.
that's what we was.
Yeah.
Two forward players and 1 defender.
Yeah.
That's what we was. Who would you replace those players with?
We ain't got players. to
Rashford,
replace
so
them.
James and
and
maybe Van der Beek. Who would be your right back?
at right back, he would probably put. Sometimes he might put Lindelof at right back or Twanzebe or
So it's not going to be a strong.
Brandon Williams.
So it's not going to be a strong team.
Nah,
That wouldn't have been a strong team versus us, right?
Nah.
So yeah, you should have. But the thing is that's why I think I say to you, don't be too kind of like. Don't put Man United down because our squad is getting stronger.
Do you know what it is? it's the hope that kills you.
Yeah, it's the hope. Yeah,
That's all it is. It's the hope.
Yeah.
I've had no hope for a long time.
Yeah.
And I've just started to get just a little bit of hope. And
you was top of the
and
table.
1 week, we're top of the table for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, but I mean, everyone. I think majority of teams have been top of the table this season. Even us, Arsenal, because we started at the top of the table. So
And where are we now? What, 10th, 11th?
10th, man.
But I mean, it is literally like you say 10th. It's only 3 points away from top 6. Literally, you know.
Yeah.
So the table doesn't matter where you are.
Messed
right
up,
now.
man.
We still could win the league.
Yeah.
You know?
It's messed up. It's messed up.
But yeah, anyway, don't want to get too much into that.
All right. So let's get it now, man. First topic.
First topic.
Hour and 4 minutes in, you know.
First one, boy.
Is wokeness a new religion?
What?
Is wokeness a new
I have
religion?
no idea what it is.
Being
Well,
woke.
wokeness. You know when people turn around and say, I'm woke.
I hate that word.
Now,
No, I don't
woke really means you've just read some stuff. And now you know it. It's like,
Is it meant to be conspiracy theorists?
no, wokeness, like, I'll tell you the meaning, right?
I'm just literally woke.
Some people are so woke they need sleep, man.
Woke is a term that, well, we can use two woke.
originated in the United States.
Yep, they're going, you say it, man.
Referring to a perceived awareness of issues that concern social justice and racial justice. It derives from an African American English expression, "stay woke."
And the wokeness meaning in the English dictionary is a state of being aware, especially of social problems such as racism and inequality. Well, I can't even say that properly, man. Equality, yeah. So my thing is, when people say they're woke, like I said, you've literally just read some shit that's been there forever. Yeah. Like, it's like, for instance, you know, I could tell you, if I read the book of Genesis, I could tell you the beginning of the earth, let's say. But it's been there for years. So all of a sudden I'm woke to how the world automatically, or, you know, like, for instance, I saw Ryan getting big, pushing weight. So I read up a load of stuff on fitness. Now I'm woke to fitness. I could turn around. Woke people turn around and tell you things. So Ryan's been doing this all his life. And I will come to him and say, oh, well, you know, you're doing this wrong because
Yeah, stay woke.
He's done it all his life, mate.
So it says. So why does it say especially of social problems and such as racism and inequality?
At the minute, a lot of people, if you go on Twitter as well, a lot of people are saying they're woke, and it's usually because obviously the main topic was racism at the time when this term really came into effect. So people started post stuff about Black history and where we what we had, where we originated from, and all this stuff. And it's like, this stuff's been here. Like, I remember reading about certain things from when I was 8-9 years old. Like, if you're only finding that about this now, you're not really woke, are you?
Yeah, but
and the thing is, I found out about this stuff without the internet. So I had to literally read a book.
Yeah.
Whereas nowadays, look what Ryan just done now. He literally just typed woke and got the meaning.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we would have to find the book on woke.
Yeah.
And read it.
Literally, that is the worst word. I hate that phrase. I can't, like, even like for someone just to say, I'm woke, or, you know, stay woke.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Yeah, hashtag stay woke.
What does that mean to me if they're telling me to stay woke?
So, if like, for instance, if you're having a debate and it's like, say for instance, if Chris ended the debate, you know when he said that Chris said, do your research. So if he ended the debate, do your research, and then he said, see, Ryan, you need to stay woke on this, right?
Stay up to date.
But the thing is, all this information has been here. Yeah, so you're not woke, right?
No, so
it's been here.
So basically, woke people, they act like they know more than everyone else, right? Because they research something that's already there. That's just
right. So the topic of this is it
a new religion? Yeah.
Religion, all right. So
because
what is a religion?
people are following this. They're saying it's I'm woke. Okay.
Hashtag woke.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, to be honest, but what is a religion?
Religion.
Look at the definition.
Yeah. So like, this is how is a belief of something that you believe in? Is that a religion? Religion is something.
I do think that being woke is like a
belonging,
social trend, man. I mean, I remember when it was like the whole Black Lives Matter thing, that stay woke thing was at the pinnacle, pinnacle. But like you said, all this stuff has been in books for time. That just goes to show it's a lazy generation that's out there.
Yep.
What did Chris Rock say a long time ago in a comedy? He says, look, if you really want to hide stuff from black people, put it in books because N-words don't read. Yeah. And that's the same thing when it comes to generation. It's a lazy generation. Like you said, they just read something online, they're gassed off it, they spread it around like wildfire, and now they're woke. Stay woke. And what they do, they use that to cuss off other people and put people down. Oh, like, I know more than you. Stay woke, buddy. You know what I mean? Right. So is it religion? Well, yeah, it might well be a religion to like some people, but you know what? Like that was the pinnacle when the Black Lives Matter thing and the Antifa and all that other stuff really started.
I think it's more of a probably more of a culture thing.
Yeah.
Rather than because religion is like you believe in it says believe in a superhuman controlling something, right? That's whatever that is.
Well, Scientology is not a superhuman. Scientology is science, and you got people that believe that's a religion. Scientology.
They're weird.
Scientology.
I never understand that, man.
Weirdos.
I never understand
Absolute weirdos.
So what's Scientology? So something that you believe.
Demonic.
So science. So believing in science.
No, it's not. I don't think it's science. It's something weird. Like he's the wife that he had with the baby with Tom Cruise. Katie Holmes. Yeah, she had to leave because it was just too much.
Right.
Whatever he was into was just too much.
Right.
For her. So I don't know too much about it, so I can't really comment.
Yeah.
To be fair.
So I just think people. I think it's more of a. Sounds like it's I don't know what I know. It's the first time I've kind of heard it, but it sounds like it's a trend.
That's what I'm saying. It's a social
trend.
It's been around for a minute, man.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of people will tell you need to stay woke, man.
Yeah. But you know what they do now? Right. So when it was the pinnacle, when it was the whole Black Lives Matter stuff, right? It was predominantly 90% of black people saying stay woke. Now, over the years, they got Stay Woke crew, they got the SJWs, we call it the social justice warriors, like the proper Antifa type of people. Like,
so it's all derived from America, right?
It's all that side.
It's crazy.
Like you said, it's a culture thing.
Yeah.
But it's less black people and more white people saying, yeah, stay woke, Black Lives Matter. Which is, I find a bit strange.
Scientology is a set of beliefs and practices invented by an American author, L.R. Ron Huber, and an associated movement. So it's not really, you don't believe in super beings.
So you just believe in science?
They're all their facts is science.
Right, so it's science.
It's like...
Which is opinionated by humans.
It's almost the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, so it's science, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't read into Scientology, but I mean, I guess it's a bit like being an atheist. Or is that different?
Well, atheists, they don't believe in anything.
Right. Nothing. They just believe in what they see.
Suppose so. They think they're just here. And then
they just take life for what it is and just work it out. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's just, again, there's too many of this stuff, man. Too much of it. Again, this is the problem with the world. Yeah, this is the problem with the world. Do you have all, like, we've got these transgenders and this and that. You've got 99 of them or whatever it is.
124.
124 now. Only now. That's going to obviously get bigger.
Oh, yeah. Next year, probably 327.
Yeah, just like the population. But same thing. Religion. There's too many of them. There's too many of these trends. There's too many religions. There's too many beliefs. And again, that's why the world is where it is. As simple as that is where it is. So wokeness, I don't know what that sounds like an American thing.
Yeah,
stay woke,
coming
man.
over here.
Stay woke.
It's over here.
Yeah, but anything that starts over here always comes.
We're always
over
5 years behind.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
It's always what's popping, what's fashionable, and also it kind of delves into people's mindset, and you kind of like separate. You kind of see people for being sheep.
Yeah,
It's this sheep like mentality where you can't even be an individual. You can't even think for yourself. Like no matter what's been spoken or taught to you for, like you said, the information is out there.
Yeah.
But it's gossip that's been manipulated and given to other people for you to believe into it.
If you follow someone, Simple as it. This is how it goes, right? If you follow someone and you follow them for years, say, and then they suddenly start talking about this stuff, wokeness, and research this, research that, you're going to follow whatever they say.
Yeah.
Simple as that, because what they've said to you in the past, you've believed, and that's your opinions. So whatever they say in the future, it's going to continue. And that's where it comes from, being woke, you know what I mean? Because he said, I'm being woke now. Yeah, cool, be woke. I'm going to read everything he's read. Yeah, I'm going to read everything he's read.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but then that, for me, that's people no identity of themselves. So
exactly.
They've got no identity.
That's what I mean. That's the sheep mentality, like
Sheep,
you mentioned. Yeah. And that's where the problem lies.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
See,
the
what-
question is it on the verge of being a new religion?
No,
the
no.
question.
You know what?
No.
I hope it ain't
I
coming.
haven't heard.
I just think it's a trend. I think it's more of a culture.
And what happens with trends? They eventually die out. They eventually die.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the word woke in months.
Right.
I haven't heard it in time, ages.
Depends where you hang out, I guess.
Yeah.
That's
Trend. I mean, do trends die out?
They do.
Some do.
They do. It's still there, but the peak of the trend dies. The peak. Do you remember the?
Well, we are actually trends. We're in high demand.
Who do you mean?
Black people, black
Yeah.
men,
Yeah, yeah.
especially. We're in high demand because it's fashionable now for a white person to date a black person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now it is. So with a trend, that will die out at some point.
I'm not sure, you know. It will.
Well, I mean,
been going for years.
Yeah. It's been happening for
We've been
years.
saying little
It's
secrets for time.
just more promoted now.
Yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah.
been undercover back in the day.
Now it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
let's everyone go out and get yourself a black man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's time. We can do it now, but and we can tweet it as well. We can do selfies and stuff like that.
We're matching pajamas and stuff.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's just-
So I mean, yeah, exactly. Like since a celebrity do it, we can do it now. So yeah, I just think that trend. I think it's sounds like a trend. Or if it's not a trend, they just use another word for it.
Right.
Down the line.
yeah, they'll change it to something
It's the
else.
same thing. It'll mean the same. Oh, is that what woke mean? Yeah. We just call it something different now. So it's a new trend. Yeah, that's what it is, right? And history repeats itself because like things that we called back in the day. Let's give a name that you used back in the day.
Ting, innit?
Ting,
Ting,
right?
yeah,
Ting.
Yeah,
Or
ting,
chug.
chug, yeah.
That's no
I still
longer.
use chug.
What's now used? Something else.
Leng.
Lang, lang, lang,
Yeah,
lang.
bang, lang, lang, bang. It means the same thing.
She's just beautiful.
It's just exactly. It means exactly the same thing, but it's a new word.
There's
for it.
nothing new under the sun.
Exactly.
Right.
There's nothing new under the sun, just another name.
All right, so we're done with this, isn't it? That was a quickie,
I
man.
hate that word woke, man. It's just
Right.
terrible.
It's horrible.
It's horrible word.
No, I just thought I never knew that. I thought, I woke up yesterday. The only woke I knew.
Exactly.
I'm gonna try avoid that. Like, did you wake up yesterday?
I woke up.
Yeah, I woke.
I'm up.
I opened my eyes.
I opened my eyes.
All right. This is one of Colin's ones.
Oh gosh.
How honest can you be with your woman or with women?
Just with women alone.
With women.
With your women or with women?
With women, both, whatever.
With women.
You go and Colin.
Go on, Colin, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go.
Am I taking the reins?
man, it's
man.
yours.
Oh, I was hoping you would have picked another one.
That's your one, man.
You got the mic now, man.
I do have the mic. I'm
got the
so
mic.
happy. I'm so happy. Right. How honest can men be with women? Well, you know, when it comes to women, they always say that they want men to be transparent. They want us to be completely honest, don't hide anything and rare tear tear. But have you, man, ever been truly honest with a woman back in your past when you were dating or whatever, and you was literally prepped to be honest, and they're like, yeah, look, you know, like, don't worry, I can take it, it's fine, just be honest, just tell me. And you tell them, and they lose their effing minds.
Well,
I think-
what
Wait,
we be honest about now?
What
Give
did
us
you
the
say? What did you
scenario.
say? Yeah.
No, there's no scenario. I'm just saying.
No, give us a scenario, man.
What did you say?
Nah, not me specifically. No, not me specifically.
I felt it was from you, bro. Come on.
I felt that, man.
Oh, from the other week. No, I think I remember I was with one girl back in, I don't know, probably back in school. No, college. I was about 19 at the time. And we had actually gone out on a date, this is mad. This actually goes back to what we spoke about last week. She had this odor about her.
Right.
She had an odor, which is a bit off. And then me being the bait person that I am, I have this bait face that if something's bothering me, I've got this screw face on my face like this, like, and she's like, it's your like, hold up, what's wrong? I'm like, no, I'm nothing's wrong. But then like she would turn her head towards me and I could smell her breath as well as the odor. I could smell her breath too.
We're getting back on the breath.
I know. And it's like, I think where I was young, I was very immature. So for me to try, I would try to send some subliminal messages without telling her. I'll get a Tic Tac out and just pop 2 or 3 in my mouth and just basically offer her one. And she'd be like, no, I'm okay. No, I'm okay. Do you know what I mean? And then every time she would try to talk, I would literally turn my head away. This was the one and only day I ever had a date with this girl. And then and I remember that we went outside when she was waiting for the bus. She goes, Cole, can you tell me like something's been bothering you? I can feel the energy. Something's wrong. Something's happened. What? Like, is it me? Come on, be honest with me. Be honest. And I'm not one to. I think I was very shy back in the day, and then I went through stages to try to be a bit more confident to try to communicate better. And I don't know what peaked out. Just a penny drop. Remember what I said about the penny drop effect? When that drops, all hell breaks loose. The penny dropped for me. I said to her, you know what, darling, I'm gonna lie to you. If and when we ever do go out again, there is something about you which is not right at the moment, which I can't continue if you don't fix this. Oh, what is it, Colin? What is it? Did you brush it? Did you brush your teeth this morning?
Oh, you say that?
Wow. I literally said, did you brush your teeth this morning?
Wow.
I don't know. It just came out like that.
Wow.
And the way how. I'm trying to think of a scene from like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or something. Do you remember when like I think it was Jazzy and Will together? They're like,
yeah.
She just took a step back as if like I was like Ryu from Street Fighter and I threw a Hadouken and she just dodged it kind of thing. She's like, what did you say? Type of thing. I'm like, well, you wanted me to be honest. You're an asshole. You're da. Screamed the hell in front of bare people at a bus stop. Waiting for a bus, and I'm just there thinking, I'm sweating like I stole something.
Just gotta walk off, man.
I couldn't even walk. I was frozen. But she told me to be honest. And I was thinking, I just hope this 173 comes ASAP. I just hope this comes. I hope the bus comes, man, because as soon as it comes. And the bus came. Did she get on the bus?
No.
Nah, man. She kept at me, man. I can't believe you do that. Oh, that's where the Tic Tac came from. That's why. So that was my one and only, and you know what? She actually apologized like a week later. Says, I didn't have a mobile at the time, so she had called the house for. I really do apologize about that. I'll try to fix up a bit. This isn't the first time it's happened. Someone that she had to, you know what I mean? So. Yeah. If men are supposed to be completely honest, can women take the honesty that men's got to really say? Like, even in regards to if a woman wants to get into a relationship, but like a guy who just really wants to just hit it and quit it.
Equally, can men take the honesty when women are being?
I don't think men can take it as hard as women can. But I think what your example, Colin, just proves that she actually learnt from that and actually took it in after a little bit and. It's probably helped her in her future relationships now, and that.
Yeah.
But
what's the saying? What they say? You have to be
cruel to be kind.
Yeah, that's it. Helps her in the long term.
You have to be double cruel to be
But a
kind.
man-
It just literally came out. Like, did you brush your teeth? I didn't even mean to say that. I remember that. I didn't even mean to say that. I wanted to try to make it more PG.
So what would you
could have done it a
do?
different way.
I know I could have done it,
maybe.
but I think
What would you do if a woman said that to you at that time? What would you do if she said that? Your breath.
There was no way that could even happen, man.
No. All right, but she's saying it to you.
Just say it.
She said it to you. And she actually felt it.
What, like the 19-year-old Colin or the 37-year-old Colin?
Any Colin, man. Just any Colin.
How would you feel?
I'm all about constructive criticism, man. I could take it.
I just think it determines it depends on how they say it.
It depends on the delivery, and my delivery was terrible at the time. I have to be. It was terrible. It was insensitive in front of everybody, and she just took control of the whole argument. I'm just standing there frozen like Sub-Zero, just froze me. People over there just staring at me. I'm just thinking, oh, is this bus gonna come? Why did I say that? I could have just
saying now, obviously, how old are you now?
37.
So
Man.
37. So in a 37-year-old Colin, how would you say it? How would you break that? Like you're breaking it. Whatever you're breaking it, how would you break that now? What would you say?
That's a
I
different.
tried to think about it myself.
Yeah, that's actually difficult, you know.
Just say like I don't know. How would you say it?
Because I thought that me actually offering the Tic Tac was actually like
That's a better. Yes.
that was a subliminal. Like,
sometimes you've just got to rip the plaster off. Sometimes, and in those scenarios, in those cases, it's a sensitive topic. You can't, because you're calling her out on her hygiene, right? So you're better off not doing it at a bus stop. At this age, it'll be in the car or at a house, my house, her house, wherever. And I'll just be like, babe, your breath smelling a bit funky. Like, try to sort it out. Use Listerine or...
like brush your tongue.
I would say something nice on top of it. Like it's not always like that.
No. Sometimes it smells like 1,000 summers.
Like
but
today, it's just it's just a bit off today. What's
smells
happened? You're right.
The first time you met her? Was that the first time?
Huh?
Was that the first
That
time?
was the first and only time.
Right.
But speaking of breath, man, I don't like morning breath, period. Like, don't talk to me.
Morning breath is
Don't
terrible.
talk to me.
Everyone gets it because your mouth has been closed
Don't.
the whole night.
No, but that stands now. Don't talk to me. My wife knows, like,
Brush
do
your teeth
not
straight away in the
talk
morning.
to me. And I don't talk. Like, I'll get up. I'll go to the bathroom straight.
That's me. First thing in the morning. Yeah, I'll go straight.
I don't want to have a conversation.
Yeah, man.
I don't want no one breathing on me.
1,000 summers.
No. Right, because I know it's just pure garbage. You know, in the morning, like it's long.
So nothing happens in the morning.
Nah.
You know what question that was.
Yeah, I know what you're
It has to happen in the morning.
Nah, man. Nah.
That's the best time. Man.
No.
I missed those times, man.
Even when I was in the game, I'm up, teeth brush, and then you know what I mean. It's whatever, but
man.
you can't just roll around and be like, "Oh, what's going on, about?" No,
Miss out, man.
no. It's a phobia with me, man. I don't.
I mean, everyone's got that, I guess. That kind of thing.
I'm the same. I'm conscious. It's like, no, I can't smell this. Got to go.
Yeah,
I go straight into the bathroom, brush my teeth. You know what I mean? But I don't want to smell anyone's. Don't talk to me in the morning, man.
There should be something. There must be someone that's invented something that you can put in your mouth that obviously is not dangerous. To keep your breath.
Yeah, smelling fresh.
What, for 24 hours.
That would be a big one. Yeah, that would be a
that's a
big
big
invention.
But you know what? You know the ones where like, you know, when you're younger and just before you go on a date, you want to smell your breath. So so like, do you ever kind of like, you know,
Nah,
kind of breath?
me. I had lollipops galore, chubba chubs. You remember? Back in the day, I would
Chubba
always
Chubs,
have a lollipop.
I was always chewing gum just in case.
I always had Tic Tacs, man.
I used to buy about 20 and just keep it in my back pocket, like, and then just bang. You know what I mean? So keep it fresh.
Yeah, man.
Smelling fruity. It's all good, man.
I do remember the chubba chubs.
You remember the lollies?
Yeah, I remember those, man.
Coming back.
I covered all bases,
it's
bro.
coming back. Yes, it's coming. Wow, man. Wow, you know, one of the ones where you just went back in time.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I remember waking up in the morning one time with one girl that was I met her on the same night, man. And do you know what?
Anyone there?
Man just dropped it. It was my girl. I met on the same night, man.
That's a brilliant delivery, by the way. But carry on.
Yeah, man, and I could smell like the morning breath, man. But listen, man, I had needs that morning, man. So
Soldier through it.
Yeah, man.
Nah, because I
just didn't kiss her.
I
That's
don't
it.
want no one leaning in for no kiss.
I just didn't kiss her.
Yeah, exactly.
Like kiss on the neck. You know, just
No, because it's
avoid
heavy
it,
breathing, man. It's all
Yeah,
low.
man.
Especially
Don't key in it, man.
Especially if you had like alcohol the night before as well.
It will swirl around.
Oh, that
in
must
the
have been
air.
terrible, man. Gosh.
I'm just funny like
Doggy,
that,
innit?
man. but it will swirl around in the air.
Not really.
Alright. So the question was, can you be honest? Like we're rearing off a bit.
It's better to be honest. It's better to be more honest.
I think now, as we're older, honesty is always the best policy.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's just less headache.
Yeah.
I cannot be bothered. Because you know what as well? I talk in my sleep. So don't tell me no secrets because they'll come out in my sleep and my wife will know. Don't tell me.
And yes, you talk
I
sense
talk in my sleep.
Oh,
like
right.
she's asked me bait questions and I'm like, huh? How do you know? I didn't tell you that.
Wow.
And she's like, you're talking.
So
So
you answer back in your sleep.
I don't know. That's the thing. She just sits there.
dangerous.
So she like recorded you in that.
Sometimes she sits there and just listens, and I'll be talking, like just full on conversation with myself in my sleep. So for me, if I just need to be honest, because I'm bait when I'm asleep. So
Anything in your head, you're talking.
exactly. So
That
for
is
me,
long.
it's one of these things where you know what, just be honest. If it hurts, it hurts. If it don't, it don't. And you know, if we get into a sticky situation, I'll handle it somewhere or another. Innit? It's simple as that.
See, the thing, when I was younger, I could lie when I was drunk.
Yes. Yeah.
But I tell you what, I think the other, what was it, maybe it's a month or so ago, when shops are open and all that,
Yeah.
I must have seen one customer, some woman, she used to like literally come and stalk me when I was at work and that. And I told my missus, and I thought, you know what, like, yeah, I'm just gonna tell her, innit, and that. Some annoying customer, she normally stalks me. She went off on one. Like, why did you tell me this? Like, and I'm like, wow, man, why did I even say this? like the woman is like not even. I didn't even like her.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I thought, let me, whilst we're on this honest thing, like, let's just like, let me just roll. And I just thought, you know what? Sometimes there's stuff that there's no point even saying.
Yeah.
Just don't even say it. There's
Yeah.
no point. If it's going to aggravate an argument or anything like that, or bring any kind of tension, even you might be innocent in what you're doing and that, but sometimes
The classic line I like from women is, "It's not you I don't trust, it's them."
Damn.
yeah.
It's like, oh, well, I can't win then, can I? I can't win.
It's a loss. Yeah. I mean, be honest. I mean, honest is the best policy, like you mentioned. That's from me. Even if it doesn't come out straight away, at some point, honest is the best policy. Yeah,
It is.
That's my take on it. Anyway,
It's just, I agree.
yeah.
You win, innit? I mean, she calmed down like after what? I think she calmed down after about. No. She literally calmed down after about maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and that. Like, I was like, all right, do you know what? I'll call you later, innit? And next time I called, or she called me, she was fine. And that.
Yeah, sometimes they just need to get it off.
Yeah,
Time just to process, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, give it maybe an hour tops. You're right. As long as it doesn't go past a day.
Yeah, or the night.
The day ones are long, man. They're long.
Yeah.
And then you get the random text messages,
No
like
X at
the
the
long
end.
ones, just like, oh, you know what you're coming home to. No kisses on the end of that, and you know it's a problem. You're just
My
like,
mum does them long texts.
No spaces, no gaps.
no spaces.
I could go around the house, move something, or go around her house, move something. I left. I get some long-winded like message.
You know it's negative, innit? You know it's
You
negative.
wrecked the house.
You just can't be bothered, man.
Oh, I love you, mum. I love you, mum.
All right, let's get on to this one now, a little important one. As it's Mental Health Week, ways of improving your mental health, especially in COVID. Ryan, take the floor.
Yeah, like for me, I'm not going to get too complicated with this. It's kind of a topic that we've kind of covered a little bit over a few episodes already.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just about, I think first thing to do is, like, when things happen in your life that are negative, those are you always highlight those naturally. right? So what I would say to people is get a piece of paper and pen, write down just things that you've done well in life, whatever it is, doesn't matter. It could have happened 10 years ago. Yeah. Whatever you've done that's positive. No negative thought. There's nothing negative. It's just all positive. Write those down and you'll be surprised with the amount of things you've accomplished. You'll actually be surprised with what you've accomplished. So whatever you're going through right now, just have a look at what you've accomplished. You know, what that made you, how that made you feel when you accomplished it. You know, what you did to get there. So it shows a lot about you and your character and what you've done. And I think that's the first thing to do. That is the first thing to do because you're capable of doing a lot of things in life, even though you might be going through some negative things that will affect your mental health. Now, look at those things and take something from it and try and repeat it. Do things that make you feel good. Do things that you've done in the past that got you to accomplish those things. And then hopefully you can kind of sort out your health in your head that's happening right now. Because when we talk about mental health, it's talking about what's happening right now most of the time, right? How you feel right now. So if you can write down positives and try and grab the energy that you put into it and try and, you know, sort yourself out that way. Because in the end of the day, like I said, mental health mainly comes down to, I think, money problems most of the time. It derives from that. So if you can try and put your mindset in the frame of mind that you was in when you accomplished those things that you've written down on that piece of paper, then that will hopefully help you going forward. And yeah, that's just me covering more of the base of it rather than there's a lot of activities you can do to obviously help with that as well, like fitness, staying active, yoga. If you can teach yourself, I haven't tried it yet, but it's something that I might look into doing meditation, stuff like that. If you can get yourself, maybe read up about it, and maybe it might just like religion as well. Things like that can possibly help going forward for sure. And gratitude as well. Gratitude is massive, you know, looking into that and being thankful for where you are and what you've achieved in the past as well. And that's why I think, obviously, mental health, I know it's a mental health week. Obviously it's to highlight mental health, but you should be trying to think positive 365 days a year. You know, it is the pathway to your own success in general. If you ain't got this right, it don't matter what, no matter what else you do. If you ain't got that right, you know, then you're halfway dead, basically. Basically, yeah. So that's my take on it and how you can cope with mental health and try and improve it.
I do like what the positivity about writing things down, because I don't think I think a lot of people it's normal for people to highlight all of the bad things more than the good things. It's natural. You might know someone for years, they've done like 1 billion nice things for you, and then one time they do one bad thing and that's the only thing that you think about. Yep. But as yourself, to actually write down and see your actual achievements, I think that's something that's very, very, it's a good activity to do. And do you know what, I think I'll actually do that myself and just look at the things that I've accomplished. And yeah, it's
even with like your partner as well. So like, write down things that you've done together that's positive. Yeah. And that can also help even just relationships in general, you know. That's a good activity to do.
That's a good shout, man. That's a good shout.
Can I just say, talk as well. Mm-hmm. We're in COVID. Like, let's be real. We're in lockdown. Talk. I mean, I went to see my artist the other day and, you know.
Your barber?
No, my artist.
Okay.
My artist, he draws pictures.
Oh, okay.
All right, he
with
creates.
A razor.
Oh, you got a pattern? You got a pattern? You got a pattern? Where's the pattern?
It's there, man.
Is it there?
The fade.
The fade.
It's impressive
and
stuff.
just talking to someone different, you'll be surprised. When I got back in the car, it was just so nice. I talked to someone completely different. You know what I mean? And seeing how they're doing, how I'm doing, and just talking about random stuff. So talking is key. Obviously, a lot of people, they can't get outside their house or they can't do things, but pick up the phone, man. And if you're listening to this now, look, man, just leave messages in the comments. We'll respond. If you need to talk to someone outside of your circle, because it is hard. I mean, we've never ever dealt with this, you know, having to just stay in one space for so long, surrounded by, you know, the same people. Yes, we love these people, you know, your wife, your children, you love them, but you get to spend about 7 hours a day away from them and you meet new people all the time. And we've gone to nothing, you know? So I can imagine where some people, especially if your job requires you to be out all the time, not necessarily stuck behind a desk, you're finding this incredibly hard. Talk as well, it's key. Just talk, hit anyone up. Like I said, you know what it is, man. That's my take on it.
I think even with right now, even with the whole thing, there's, you know, big tech companies, they're bringing out all these apps because they know that mental health is a big issue. So they're bringing out Zoom. They just brought out this new thing called Clubhouse.
Yes,
which is
I got an invite to that.
I got an invite as well.
I ain't going on
What
it,
is
man.
that?
So that's like it's like an invite only thing. So basically, my missus, she's a matchmaker, so she always you know, goes into these rooms and has a
So what happens? What happens? Can I make money from it? That's what I'm looking
Ryan's
at.
in the financial game.
You walk into a room with people talking and you just get involved in
Yeah,
it.
so basically what it is from what, because she was on it yesterday, so I was just kind of listening to it, and no one can see your face. It's all audio. Nothing's video. It's not like
Audio.
Zoom. It's not like Zoom where I can see
yeah.
John or I can see you. It's all in a room. Some people are in America. Some are in the UK. All over the world. They have different rooms for different topics and different subjects.
Oh, it's a great business that I do. I can make money.
So
on
for
that.
your one,
I can make money on that.
you could for your
Yeah,
fitness
yeah,
one,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
For Siobhan's one, she's on matchmaking. I can do one for
Here's
chefs.
another one. Is there a profile? You can make your own profile.
I believe
It's invite
yeah,
only, so
I
you have
believe
to
so.
find someone that's on it.
Yeah,
to
so
invite you.
no Tom, Dick, and Harry can just sign
Don't
up for it.
sign
You
up.
need an
Yeah,
invite.
I got an invite for that.
I got an invite for that as
Invite
well.
through where? How'd you get an invite?
Anyone, whoever's in
Yeah,
it.
whoever's
So
in there.
Who
Yeah.
said? Where'd you
Well,
get the link from?
there was
Who
one.
sent-
I think my
he
sister
was-
sent me one a while back, I think.
What sent to what? Your
So,
email.
Nah, my WhatsApp, I think.
Yeah, so it's got a link, so
Right,
you didn't
right.
sign up for it.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's another way of actually getting people to communicate and to share good practice and to share how they're feeling and what things they're doing. In regards to trying to, you know, mental health week. I don't like mental health week. I don't like Black History Month. I don't like all that. That should just be celebrated all year round, 24/7. Doesn't matter, man. Mental health week. You need to look, like Ryan says. You need to look after this. Don't matter how strong and fit you are. If your mind ain't right, the body will follow. One thing that my missus does a lot of, especially when she was doing a lot of exercise and running, she used to put her headphones in and listen to positive affirmations.
Yeah.
And you hear it, and it's like, I am brilliant. I am a soldier. I know it can be a bit like repetitive, but
No,
it can sometimes sink in and actually give you that kind of boost that you need for that day. Even just today, I was just tidying up the house and cleaning. I did have some positive affirmations going on there, and it really helped me try to get the house done quicker than normal, got dinner done. Sometimes if you're living at home by yourself in a flat, you're working from home, sometimes even create like a vision board where you want to be in 3 or 4 or 5 years. What's your SWOT analysis? What's your strengths? What's your opportunities? What's your weaknesses? Who are your threats? How can you get rid of them? What steps do you need to take to overcome? So like I said last week with the suicide thing, every problem has a solution. There's countless different things which you can use to be able to get you from one ladder to another one, but yeah, you have to look after your mental health at all times, and like John says, talk. You now have apps out there for you to show, so there's no excuse to feel down or depressed or anything. You have people to talk to. You have this Clubhouse thing where you can actually speak to other people who may be secretly having issues to what you're having, and then come to solutions over the phone. And then after that, for 5 minutes, you might feel great about it. So there's always ways. There's always solutions to any problem that you got there, man. So this is it mental health week this week? Or
Monday, yeah.
1st of February,
Monday, yeah.
The kids are learning a lot about it through on this week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing a lot of it. We've got a Friday off as well, which is good. They're taking the day, for some reason, it's just off.
Oh,
school.
okay.
Yeah. So
Oh.
I've got 4 days of homeschooling.
Oh, it was a homeschool you're doing?
5 bloody
every
days,
day,
man.
bro.
I hate that.
They're pushing it hard though.
So you don't do homeschooling? What's
Bella's 4. She goes nursery.
I was about to say you need to do homeschooling,
Dylan
man.
is 4.
Obviously, we do like bits of homework with her and
She's not. So she's
she don't
just
start.
turned 4.
Yeah, she's just turned 4.
oh,
She's
yeah,
5
so
in November.
One parent at our school got fined £600 for not doing homeschooling.
Yeah.
What?
So you're lucky. You just missed out the because she's in reception next year.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You just missed out the
I just
homeschooling. Yeah, literally.
That's not good, man.
It's long.
That is
So
long.
we're doing homeschooling all the time. all the time.
Yeah, I'm on a laptop, literally like basically 9:45 to 2:00.
Oh man, eyes must be falling out.
Yeah, same.
breaks, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds
Doing playing games.
Chloe eats a lot, man. She's like, Dad, I'm hungry now. It's 12 o'clock. Nah, we don't eat round here. We work all the way through.
How old is she?
Chloe's 10. Yeah.
Yeah, so she got to work.
She's
Yeah,
like, she's like, at 12 o'clock, bang on, Dad, I'm hungry every day. It's just like, because I usually just work through.
Yeah.
So now I'm having to stop and eat, and it's just like you're messing with my flow now, man. I'm trying to work, you know what I mean?
Smash it out, innit?
I'm at that point where the kids are not even eating. My daughter's just not eating, but before she was eating all the time, eating everything, and now it's like she's picking and choosing what she wants to eat.
It goes with growth spurts as well.
And I'm like, wow, man! Like
My
even
youngest.
today, I proper made a nice egg fried, scrambled egg and toast. I thought, let me put a little bit of sweet chili for her or something.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I had a bit of it. I thought this is nice. She's gonna like it. She had a little bit of it and she was like,
Well, my youngest is like a Hoover, man. Even just today, I made her some chicken breast and sweet potato and spinach, and she boxed that whole thing off. Then I gave my missus a burrito with the same fillings, and she's all crawling up to it and clapping her lips like, yeah, my turn. You've already had your dinner. So, nah, man, it's crazy.
my daughter does it when she sees my food. She's like, Nah. You didn't want your food.
Trust me. Sometimes when I'm in the kitchen cooking, she's crawling up to me, grabbing my leg, man. At the same time, like the cat's grabbing my leg. So I got 2 individuals grabbing my. I'm like, you're having biscuits, you're having food. You can both of you go away.
Madness.
Mental in there, man.
Can I just say that for me, what helps me is reading the Word of God, speaking to God, and praying as well. And that for me, that helps. That helps me, and also understanding wanted to understand what my assignment is for life. I think that is for me. That's a very, very big thing. What God wants for my life and what His will is for me. Definitely helps me. I don't know just yet, but I feel that I'm still on my road to my assignment in life, and hopefully it will be something that will be able to help others in a big way. I don't know how, but I trust Him to lead me in that direction, and that really helps as well for me.
Cool. Well, I think we're gonna go on to the protein point thing, aren't we?
We went really quick.
Because we done a lot,
We did.
and we did. They weren't all topics, but they were topics.
Yeah.
I
We
swear
did.
that- weren't official
I swear the
topics.
first one was like an hour worth.
Yeah, it was.
the
Yeah.
first topic.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. We
impressive stuff.
covered some stuff today, man. I'm quite happy.
Is that the excitement of having 4 mics?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Just like
There you go.
Just wanna
Let's see what we
talk-
could do with this.
I think you should label it all I need is one mic. You should label that. For sure.
Right, man. Get into it, bruh.
Okay, this is Ryan's Fitness Lounge, sponsored by Protein Point for all your local supplement needs, EAAs and protein supplements as well. You can find your local Protein Point in the East London and Essex areas, and you can also hit them up on the Instagram at Protein Point UK. Right, Ryan. I'll probably just dive in first and just say I've got my EEAs,
you got it.
Cytec, Melon Cola.
Oh man, those are the ones. That is the flavour. I'm not just saying because obviously I'm sponsored by them, but it's a nice fate. Melon and cola together, proper combination.
Absolute serious. Yeah. Actually, do you know what? At the top of the show, I was talking about my daughter's. She's not watching Little Baby Bum. She's watching a show called Coco Melon. Yeah.
God, yeah.
She's glued to it, like proper.
So is Bella. So is
Coco
Ruby.
Melon.
Is it all like nursery rhymes and stuff?
Coco Melon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cleaner. I like it a lot more than Little Baby Bum.
Yeah.
A lot more. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. So I think I've only taken it. I think I've taken it post workout. When a good time to take it?
Best to take that is in like as you're training.
So man.
Yeah, intra workout. I mean, it's okay, but you'll reap a lot more benefits because you're still consuming amino acids that help with obviously building the muscle, your fatigue and stuff like that. But also it's got glutamine in it as well, so you're already starting the process of recovery.
Yeah.
That's what glutamine does, right? So have it intra, and then obviously, I sometimes how I do it is I sip it during a session, and I still have some left over anyway.
Yeah,
and I just finish it before I have a shake. So that's the best way. So every workout. Most workouts I'll have it for sure because meals are good to have, but stuff like that you digest very quickly. You get into your bloodstream quick, and that's what you kind of want. So you got that.
I bought some casing, so I'm starting on my casing.
Oh, nice.
Again.
What flavour?
This one was just. You know what? I saw a deal that was online. Normally I'll get Optimum Nutrition. Yeah. Normally get Optimum Nutrition. I've tried different ones before, but I thought let me just try this one. I can't remember what it was. The strawberry. Yeah.
Have you got it?
Nah, what with me now?
Have you received it yet?
Yeah.
Tastes nice.
It tastes all right, but my stomach was hurting last night, man.
Was it that though? Oh, was it definitely that?
This one, I think it was. It was a gluten-free one. I think, or a vegan one. I think vegan one. I think it was.
Maybe there's something that doesn't agree. Was it quite thick?
Yeah, it was thick.
Still thick.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it just depends on the brand. Like I try to get decent brands that I know of.
I should have done that.
Yeah,
man.
just because it's more tried and tested.
Especially for casing as well. I've tried a different brand before and it was just long.
It can run your stomach. It can run your stomach. you got to kind of check out your, try and go for the brands, obviously, that put money into their marketing and money into the product itself. Because when they do that, the way it's made is a lot better.
Yeah.
I've been to factories where they actually make it and then they show you all the measurements. And like when I was with Optimum Nutrition, I went to the factory in, where was it? I can't remember, I think it was up north somewhere. And we went around and they said, look, they weighed this and it said it was literally like near enough 100% accurate to what it says on the back.
Yeah.
Whereas some brands that don't put a lot of money into it, like cheaply made, it can be like 5-10% off. literally from what it says.
That's a lot, yeah.
Wow. So so try and buy the established brands. So like your USN Optimum Cytec brand. So that anyone listening, try and there are brands though that are out there that are not as big yet. So Redcon's another one. There are brands that's a big one, but there's others that are not as big yet. But try and get it. If someone's recommended it because of this and because of that, do it probably off that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can trial and error if you want, but you waste quite a bit.
Do you know what? It was the price.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a reason why it's dropped. There's a reason why it's dropped because they want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Or they're not selling as much because they're not getting any referrals. Yeah. People are not recommending it. So you pay for what you get.
Yeah.
Basically.
Literally.
You pay for what you get.
So my question on the casings, for example, if I was doing intermittent fast, right, and could I still take the casing and that wouldn't interfere with an intermittent fast?
So no, that's still what, when you fasting from?
So let's say let's say from 8 o'clock to about 12 o'clock the next day.
When you taking the casein?
That's the question.
Right. So are you saying like, is it intermittent fasting if you have it at 9 o'clock? Is that what you're saying, or you have it before 8 o'clock?
Nah. Would you have to have it for 8 o'clock?
Obviously, if you could fast, you can't drink any supplements.
Okay. All right.
Supplement is a food.
That's question.
Oh, you can only drink water, right?
Yeah.
Non-calorific drinks.
Yeah.
That's what 0 calories, right?
Yeah.
A casein is like each scoop is what, 200 calories or so?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Enough
no,
said.
man, that's food, bro. That would be cheating. That's not, yeah, I'm doing intermittent fasting. It's not food, no, but you're still drinking food, basically.
Thank you.
Yeah. But I mean, that might not be like to me. That's a silly question, but to someone else, it's not.
Yeah.
So anyone listening, intermittent fasting, you don't eat no food or drink any supplements. You can drink water, right? You can drink water, and you can fast from 8
So
to 12.
you can't stop eating at 6 and then have a casein at 12 and go sleep half an hour later.
Yeah.
And say you're intermittent fasting.
Yeah, no. Okay. Unless you drink that casein at 7:59.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
Then that's intermittent fasting, right? I think there was something I wanted to say. I can't remember. Let's quickly double check. I had it. I can't find it. I can't remember. What I was going to say. I was going to say something. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we are done for today, man.
That's it, yeah.
That was a good show, man.
Nice. Yep.
All right. Well, you are listening to Don't Get Offended on the Press Pause Network. My name is John Alexander, and I'll see you next week.
I'm Chris Samuels. I'm out of here. Don't forget Chris and Paige on the YouTube channel. And we were actually in discussion. We should be setting up a Don't Get Offended Facebook page and a separate Instagram as well. So, yeah. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like it. Make sure you share it as well. And leave a comment if you've got any questions or if you've got any topics that you want us to cover. Make sure you hit us up on those as well. Peace out.
Yes, Colin Palmer, aka Mr. Rap Stars. Thanks everybody for liking and subscribing to the Press Pause Network. We are Don't Get Offended. With my business, I'm at rapstars.net. Thanks to everybody who's been keeping me super busy this weekend. Literally ran out of meat. You two are very lucky I've given you guys the last bit of meat.
Bro,
for your burrito.
I paid for it last week.
I know you did.
So I paid you already.
You're the first person I told.
You can't give me none of that. I already paid you.
But no, I actually want to give a big shout out to Mr. Ryan for actually advising me about, because you're the inspiration to this burrito that I'm giving you today. So I've changed up the menu this week. So go to rapstars.net. I've done my first lobster taco this week, guys.
Oh,
Fabulous.
Yeah?
And by the way, have you sold any of the sweet potato chicken breast?
No, starting from this week.
Okay,
Yeah.
5%.
Yep, I'm out, man. I'm out. See you next week.
And last of all, my name is Ryan John-Baptiste, and I will speak to you next week.
Stay woke.